Hi, this is Mashnu and I'm here logged in at ChessCube and waiting for my friend Brandon to be ready to start a game that we're going to play, and we both are going to do a live commentary. So I'll put the web address of his video in the description of this one, so you can later have a look at his video and his commentary on the game that we are going to play. Alright, I'll just wait until he's ready to start, and then we'll start the game. Okay, so I have accepted now his challenge. Okay, so he's playing white. This is at random the color that we play, and so I'll just wait for his first move. We are playing, by the way, a 15 minutes game, and so that's not too long, so the video is not going to be too long, and it's long enough to get an interesting game. Brandon has been playing very well. Yes, I'm ready. Okay. Has been playing very well lately. His rating has been rising to 2246. So I expect this to be a tough game, and well, it will certainly be a very fun game as well. So d4, knight f6. Let's see if we can do perhaps a Benoni, if he wants to play that. Okay, so I'll play c5 immediately. And I'm sure that he has seen that I play this. I like playing this Benoni. So perhaps he has prepared something, I don't know. So knight c3, then we take here. He takes with the c pawn, and then d6. And later my bishop is going to g7. So g6 here, and then bishop to g7. Now he has different choices: knight f3, f4, h3. Okay, h3 is a system that I don't like very much, because it's quite annoying for black, because this bishop has trouble developing later because it cannot go to g4. So that's the thing. Yeah, knight f3 now, and now I have some trouble with this with the development of my bishop. So well, let's castle first. And there are different ways to play this. One is to play knight to a6 and then knight to c7, followed by a6 and b5. Another idea is to play b5, a6 and b5. Try to do that immediately, but then a6, then white plays a4 mostly. Well, rook to e8 is still, well, actually almost always a good move to put pressure on this e4 pawn. Yeah, castles. Now let's see. Another idea is to prevent bishop to g5 by playing h6 first. So because this pin here can be quite annoying. Yeah, I'll do that and just wait a bit on my queen side. So one idea for him could be to play bishop to f4 to put pressure on my d6 pawn. Then this bishop can go to h2, where it stays there safe. Okay, he doesn't develop his bishop, he plays a rook to e1. So alright, a6 is the most logical move. Yeah, let's just go through the most known paths now with a6. Okay, a4 is the most known reaction. Okay, so now playing b5 becomes almost impossible, and this knight can only be developed to d7, and then perhaps can play knight to e5. I was just wondering, if I play knight to d7 and he plays bishop to f4, then I can still play knight to e5 perhaps. It's a bit, I don't know. On the other hand, I could also, if I play knight d7, bishop f4, perhaps even play something like queen to b6, defending the d6 pawn and attacking also here b2. So knight e7 is a good move. I expect bishop to f4 here. Let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, bishop to f4. Yeah, I think it's the best move. So my idea is to play queen to b. Oh no, wait a minute. I play queen to b6. Queen to b6, and he defends this pawn by playing queen to c2. Then he can advance the a pawn to a5. So perhaps it's a better idea to play the queen to c7. Queen c7, b5 is not possible for him to play knight to b5, so. And also I'm preparing c4 and knight to c5. So that's the second good idea about queen to c7 above queen to b6. So queen c7 is better. So things start getting tense. Slowly. What is he going to do? It's not easy to find a plan for white here, because I'm controlling important squares, but the position, I think the position is equal here. Before this game started, before I logged in on ChessCube, I was watching the Chess Olympiad in Istanbul. There is this website of the Chess Olympiad. Perhaps you would like to a knight d2. Knight d2. Well, let me finish about the Olympiad. And they have this live camera on the players, so you can see these famous players there playing against each other. Now let's see what are we going to do, because he wants to go with this knight, of course, to c4 to attack d6. Now I could play knight to e5. Knight to e5, blocking his bishop and threatening to take on d3, and also opening some space for my bishop here. I think that's the most natural move. I cannot push c4 any longer because he's controlling c4 now with two pieces, so knight to e5 is, I think, the most logical move to play here. Perhaps also an idea could be, but I don't know if it's too risky, to advance the g-pawn, to play g5 and g4. It would be more aggressive. Now if he takes my knight with the bishop, I need to retake with the rook, because otherwise this pawn is going to be too powerful. Okay, he retreats. He retreats to f1. I didn't expect that. It's like a waiting move. I don't know. Well, anyway, he wants to keep his light square bishop. He doesn't want to trade it there on d3 by defending it. So perhaps he's doing this to have influence on b5, so I don't play b5. Perhaps it's a good idea to play bishop to d7 and then try to play b5 anyway. Bishop d7. Bishop h2. So he's playing hide and seek. It looks like he's just bringing his pieces back there to let me advance and then see if I make a mistake. Perhaps the idea of playing g5 and g4. Okay, let's go for it. G5. Another idea is, of course, play rook b8 and try to push b5, but with g5 I also make f4 less attractive for him. Because that's one of the purposes of bishop h2 is to make f4 possible. So, but I also have this attacking idea of playing g4 myself. g4, h takes g4, knight h4. Okay, he advances that pawn, so he prevents me from playing b5. Okay. How about g4? This move just keeps attracting my attention, g4, but if I play g4 then f4 becomes a bit, I don't know, a bit weak. It's difficult to decide. Perhaps knight h7 and f5. Knight h7 and f5. This could be an idea. Maneuvering knight h7 and then f5 to take on e4 or to advance even to f4. Let's go for knight h7. He doesn't have any direct threat, so I can take my time and maneuver. I'm not worried about this knight going to b6. He takes now. Alright. He takes. So now bishop takes. Looks good to control f4. And he goes to c4, yeah. Attacking my bishop, so I will have to retreat to g7. That's just the only option. Don't need to think longer. So now knight to b6, perhaps. Knight to b6, then I have to move my rook probably to d8 or b8. I've used a little bit more time than he has, but there's no big difference. Bishop d3. Well, f5 becomes impossible now, but I could reroute this knight to f8, g6 and f4. Yeah, knight f8 followed by knight g6 and knight f4. Perhaps no, I was thinking about queen c8 and the possible sacrifice on h3, but then d6 hangs, so I cannot play. Now this is just the most logical positional plan to reroute this knight to f4, and then still perhaps some tactical ideas are there on h3. Can he advance, by the way, right now, this pawn? Playing e5. If he plays e5, it would be a sacrifice, but then he has this e4 square available for his knight. He does it. Okay, he's reading my mind. He's reading my mind. Well, I need to take, because otherwise he will take on d6. So, but I don't want to take with the d pawn, because then this pawn is going to advance, and then the knight comes on d5, and then with a check on e7 supported by his own pawn. So I need to take with the bishop here, or with the rook. Bishop. And yeah, so I'm losing my dark square bishop, and I'll have to take here now. He will probably take my rook, and then I have to retake with the pawn. He has this, this dangerous pawn here. I don't know how to evaluate this exactly, because he has compensation for this this sacrifice pawn, sure. Okay, so he goes there with the knight. I expected him to advance here. To advance here d6, that would be very dangerous for me, because I would have to... Oh no, of course not. It's not defended yet, so he couldn't advance. So now he wants to advance. Okay. Oh, I was mistaken. I thought that d6 was possible, and that I had to move away with my queen, and he would play knight d5 and knight d7 check. But that's not the case. So now he's threatening here. If I play king to g7, then queen to f3 is annoying. Perhaps I should play f5 here. f5, knight f6 check, king to g7. Perhaps he traces here, but that's no problem, because I'm pawn up now. So f5, so he doesn't, difficult decision. Rook d8 is also an option. Rook d8. Then he plays knight f6. Yeah, and I know I need to prevent this knight coming to f6. So with my pawn here, so I need to advance this. Okay, f5. Now where is he going with his knight? Is he going to give this check? Then this knight might be... No, it's not really in trouble. He can escape here, but then it's a bit out of play. I need to be careful about queen to h5 ideas. Queen to h5. So if queen to h5, king g7, and then this is all well defended, I can continue with bishop to e8 and bishop to g6 perhaps. So this knight might give a check now here, or go to g3 with the idea of threatening here to take on f5, or playing knight h5. Yeah, knight g3. So he wants to take this pawn. I'll just advance it. And if he goes now knight f5, or perhaps knight e4, back to e4. Yeah, knight back to e4. That's a good move, knight to e4. Then I can play bishop f5. His knight can become quite, yeah, there you go. Okay, bishop f5. Whoa, wait. There's a check here. Bishop f5, knight f6 check. King f7. Bishop takes bishop, then I take here, and I'm fine. Yeah. So it's not a tactical mistake. His knight is very powerful, so I would really like to trade it for my bishop. Knight f6, king f7. If then his knight moves again, then I trade the light square bishop and I'm fine. Then rook to d8, queen d6, and try to capture this d-pawn that is actually isolated. It's not dangerous yet, although it's a pass pawn, but it's not supported by another pawn, so it's even perhaps to be called a weak pawn. Queen b3 could be an idea. He advances immediately. Okay, so queen c6. Queen c6. Yeah. Let's see. Queen c6. This check is still not very dangerous. Okay. Now he can give a check here. I thought he would play queen to b3 before d6 to threaten d6, but he didn't. He advanced immediately. Now I'm threatening, of course, to take here, so he needs to do something against that queen to c2 or queen b3. Okay, the check on f6. Okay, so I need to go to f7 now. That's clear. Okay, so he takes there. Then I'll take this one. And now, is he going to play? No, he can queen to g4, queen to d3, or bishop retreat. Retreat the bishop to g4 or to c2, followed by queen to d3. Yeah, bishop c2 followed by queen to d3. That's quite dangerous here. What's going to happen? Because then he threatens to enter on f5 with the queen. So perhaps I should play c5, c4 I mean, to prevent the queen from going to d3. Or perhaps rook to d8 to capture on d6. If I play rook to d8 and he plays queen to d3, then I can, let's see, how dangerous is it if I, okay, let's calculate. Rook d8, queen to d3. Can I take on d6? Then rook takes d6, queen to f5 check, king to g7, all the light squares. Oh no, then he takes my pawn. He takes my pawn then. This is, but at least I can then bring my rook to f6. Oh, this is so complicated. Okay, I'm running out of time. Let's do it and just see what happens. Yeah, so now I want to take here. I don't think he has really any checkmate, or because my knight is taking care of h7, and yeah, so king here, and now he will take my pawn, but then I can play rook to f6, and then I will be well defended. I'm still a pawn up, and I'm even threatening to advance perhaps f3. Rook to e, yeah, rook to e1, rook to e1. If he plays rook to e1, I can play knight to e6. He's playing so aggressively, actually making use of these weakened light squares that I had, and that's very strong. Now I'm defending all these light squares, so there is no real danger. Yeah, rook to e1. Can I play knight to e6 now? Knight to e6. Bishop e4. Attacking my queen. If he plays bishop to e4, I can play queen to c7. Queen c7, try to trade queens. Then the endgame is better for him, I think. b7 is going to fall. b7 is going to fall. Yeah, if he plays bishop to e4, yeah, there you go, bishop e4, good move. So take, then he takes here. Well, we have, how about queen to d7? Is that an idea? Queen d7? No, then he plays bishop to f5, pinning this knight. Now I need to play queen to c7 and just go to the endgame. Otherwise I'm completely tied up here on e6. So he will trade queens, I guess. Yeah, okay. And then he will take on b7. Yep. See, no, he threatens now to give a check here on e7, so I need to play rook to f7. Otherwise he wins a piece. Rook to c1, attacking my pawn. I cannot defend this pawn, so it's going to be lost, because I cannot play this, because then this pawn falls. So, well, rook to f5 was possible. Too late. Too late. Ah, stupid mistake. Rook to f5 was just possible. He's going to take here now. Okay, his last minute is entering now, so this is going to be fast playing. Okay, he allows me now to play knight here, defending my pawn. And then a knight to d4 or rook to c7 or knight to d4 immediately. Okay. And it's running out of time. 30 seconds. Yeah, then I go here. Okay. Then I go here. Wait a minute, I need to defend my pawn on a6. Yeah. Let's advance here. f3 is possible. If he takes, he loses the exchange. Okay, so he doesn't take, of course. Time. There is a check there. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's try this. I don't know. See if I can grab some pawns on the queen side. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Okay. Followed by rook here. Now advance. Yeah, sure. Oh, stupid. Okay. 5 seconds left for him. So I should be able to win this. I have now a nice position. Okay. He's having this passed pawn now. Okay, time. Oof! That was exciting. That was exciting. Yeah, good game. Alright. I don't know about this final position. What do you think? Position. Because he can take on b5, rook takes b5. Yeah, rook a1 or rook takes b5. Yeah, rook a1 is probably stronger. Rook a1. Yeah. What if he plays a rook to a1? Can I stop this pawn? It looks like I don't, huh? I cannot bring my rook to cover this. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, looks winning. Okay, let's upload. I did some preparation. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Well played. Okay, I'll stop the video now and perhaps do some analysis with the engine. Alright, back soon. Okay, let me see if this is well visible. Yeah. Okay, so I'll pass the game now here. Okay, like that. So we can review it quickly with the engine on. Let's see. I was playing black, so let me turn the board around like that. Okay, this is the opening, and he went with his this h6, bishop g7 is theory, knight f3, castling is also theory, bishop d3. Okay, now rook e8 is not a very good move, says here. b5, oh, that's the way to play it. Yeah, I've seen this somewhere in games, that here knight takes b5 is followed by rook to e8. Or knight takes e4. Well, I should look at the theory of this someday, because I went rook to e8. Whoops, let go there. Okay, let's see how the theory continues. Castling. Now h6 is out of the theory. c4. Okay, c4 is theory here. c4. And if he plays bishop takes c4, then knight takes e4. And if he plays bishop to c2, then we continue with b5 or bishop d7. So b5. b5, is it possible? If he takes, then knight takes e4 again, of course. Yeah. Okay, so that's the way to play it. I played h6, which is not a good move. Yeah, you can see here the engine telling me that it's better for white. Rook to e1, a6, a4, knight d7, f4. Let's close this. So bishop f4, queen to c7, knight d2, knight e5 is the best, bishop f1, bishop d7, bishop h2. Now g5 is good, preventing f4, a5, knight h7. Let's see what he thinks here. g4, just playing g4 is the best move according to the engine. So this that was actually my initial thought, to play g5 and g4, and then suddenly I thought, wait, I can reroute my knight. So that's why I played knight to h7. Take, take, knight c4, bishop back, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes, rook takes, take, take, and now here. So it looks like this pawn sacrifice that he did was sound. He still has some advantage. f5 is here the best move, by the way. And that's what I did. f5, knight g3, f4. Oh, that's a mistake. f4. Whoa, e4 is better. Yeah, this was my main mistake. f4. f4 was a mistake. Oh, wait a minute, it has changed here. Now it says f4 is a good move, so e4 is less good. Okay, so I played f4, but this weakens these slight squares. That was the bad thing here. And now knight e4, bishop f5, d6, and I was expecting queen to b3. Yeah, queen to b3 disappears here, so that's not really a good option. So d6, queen c6, check there, king f7. Oh, now it's equal. What happened here? So instead of this, bishop to c4 check is better for white, or queen to e2. Queen to e2 to bring the other rook into play and put pressure against e5. So this check here was a bit too ambitious by Brandon. I took here, bishop c2, and now rook to d8. Yes, queen d3, rook takes, check, king g7, take. So here the position is equal, actually. So, well, that means that I'm a pawn up, but he must have enough compensation, of course, so that's why it's called equal. And knight e6 is wrong. Oh. Here queen d6, queen d6. That was the way. Queen d6, new variation. If he trades, then rook takes, and I have active pieces ready to enter on the second rank. Yeah, I missed that. Knight e6. Yeah, bishop here, queen c7. My other idea was queen to d7, but then bishop f5 was my yeah, bishop f5 indeed. Then the pressure here is so big. I need to play king f7 to defend here, and actually I'm completely tied up. There's nothing I can do. Here now plus 2.9, so this is totally won for white. He just has this enormous grip on e6, so it was a good decision to play here queen to c7. It takes there, rook here. Let's see. I wonder what the engine says about the last position here. Well, actually, now I have advantage here. This was the time trouble. Brenton made mistakes in time trouble. Wow, knight f3 check wins. What's this? Of course. Oh, I win the rook. Oh, man. One move tactic. Knight f3 wins the rook. Knight f3 check. G takes and then rook takes rook. And I win. Oh, that was... Oh, we both missed this one. Yeah, what did I do? I played rook to d6. Yeah. I wonder what he thinks about the ending position. This is actually equal. No, it's better for me. Yeah, that's clear. My pieces are very active here, entering his position. b4, rook here, there, here, and now. Oh, he could have taken this pawn. He didn't. Take, b5. A takes b5. So now we were thinking about rook to a1. That's in the last chat moment. But I do have. Okay, I go to c4. What if he advances? Oh, then no. What is this? Can he simply advance? Just, oh no, because then I take here and then I go to e8 and have connect pass pawn. So let's have a short look. If I take here and he advances again, rook if. Oh, wow, beautiful! There is a checkmate threat here. Oh, I didn't see this at all. Oh yeah. Wow, beautiful. There is no queening because rook h5 check. My God, this position is so much richer than we thought. So much richer than we thought. So actually here rook takes b5. It's the best move. But then still black is better. But it's a difficult endgame. Very difficult. All right. Well, Brendan, thanks very much for the game. It was absolutely exciting to play this, and very good, well played. And well, in these last moments, we both missed so much. But well, that's time trouble. That's time trouble, man. All right. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.